Hello everyone, welcome back to our PowerShell Day 5 session. Today we'll learn about if-else statement, then we'll learn about switch statement, and at the end we'll learn about for each loop. So let's start with if-else statement. So if you have to do certain task based on some condition, then you can use if-else statement. So let's go with the syntax. So the syntax is quite simple. You have to use if keyword and then parenthesis. Under parenthesis you will have to write condition. So condition should always result into true or false, either true or false. If you have to write multiple conditions, then you can use else if also, and for else if you will have to write the condition again as if statement, and at the end if you want you can use else statement also. So let's learn this topic with some examples. So here we have just written simple example. Okay, so we have just defined a variable, okay, variable a, and it contains value 30. Now we are checking the condition, okay, whether value a is greater than 40 or not. If it is greater than 40, then execute this block, else you can execute this block. So let's remove the else block as of now, and we'll just execute and see the we'll just execute the if block. Okay, so the condition is false, then this block should not executed, right? Let's run this and we'll see the output. No output coming because this block is not true, it is false. It is giving result as false. So let's change the value under this parenthesis. So if I have changed the value $a is greater than 10, that means the resultant will be true, and hence this block should get executed, right? Let's run and see the output. Okay, since this condition is resulting into true, so this block gets executed. Okay, now so let's say okay, and one more thing. So instead of writing conditional statement, you can write the true or false also. So instead of writing this, if you want, you can just write true also. So the variable true, okay, that also will be accepted. And if you will write true, then that block will certainly get executed. If you will write false, then this block will not get executed. Okay, if you want, you can write 1 also, the number 1, okay, integer 1, that also is equivalent to true, because $true means 1. Okay, if you want to make it write the 0, the integer 0, that will be treated as false. Let's run this and see. Okay, instead of writing 1, you can use any number. You can write any number like 2, 3, 4, 5, anything except 0. That also will be treated as true. Let's run. Let's write 5 and see the output. Okay. Okay. So now, if you want to write else, like if you want to do certain tasks, so let's say that this condition is not true, then I have to do some other task, then you can use else. Okay, so here let's run, or let's write the condition. Okay, so let's write a condition here, and if this condition is not true, then I want to perform certain other task, so I will use else statement. Okay, let's run this. Under else or with else, you need not to write any condition, because It is just for the condition where if block will not be true, then this block will be executed. Okay. Let's say you have to check few more conditions. Then you can use else if also with if else statement. So I have already written a script for this. So here we have written few more conditions. Okay. So if you will see this, you'll see this script, then you will find there are few conditions which are true. So the value $A contains is 30. Now I'm checking the value is greater than 50. This is not true, so this block should not get executed. Then again I'm checking another condition that $A is greater than 20. Yes, this block is resulting into true, so this block should be executed. Now I am again checking the another condition that $A is greater than 30. Yes, it is. Then this respective block should also get executed. So we can say or we can expect two output. One is value is greater than 20 and another one is value is greater than 30, right? Let's run and see the output. Okay. The output is coming as value is greater than 30 and then it is coming out and executing the line number 21. Okay. Okay, why it is not executing line number 13? Condition is true, still it is not executing. Why? Because there is a limitation, or you can say the behavior of if else or if else statement is control gets executed or control comes out wherever gets the first condition true. Okay, so this is the limitation of if else statement. So here you can see control has come out from after executing this block. It is not going and checking other conditions. Okay, so this is all about if else statement. Now we will move into switch statement. We'll learn about switch statement. So here I have, before moving to the examples, let's see the syntax of switch statement. Okay, so the syntax of switch statement is quite simple. You can define a variable with some values, and here you have to write the variable name, and under switch block you can write a number of values, and the value should, so if value will be matched with the value of this variable, then that respective block will be executed. Okay, let's see some examples now. And also you can include default block, so none of the above blocks will be executed, then at the end default block will get executed. Okay, so let's see few examples. So here I have defined a variable, any variable, and I have written switch statement. So inside switch statement, inside the parenthesis, you have to just write the variable name. Okay, and now I have written few values. Okay, so if the value of this variable will be matched with any values which is written inside this switch statement block, inside this curly braces, then that block will get executed. So here you can see 270s are there, so these two blocks should get executed. The two blocks are getting executed now. Let's say I'm not right. Let's say I'm writing 90 here, 80 here. Okay, 80 here. So now no values are getting matched, right? The value of any variable is not getting matched with any of the values written inside the switch block. So by default block should get executed. Right? Okay. Let's say you have to, like, let's say I want to use, I have written 70, okay, and again 70 here. So these two blocks should again executed, right? Let's run and see the output. Right, these two blocks are getting executed. But now I want to implement a logic so that wherever it gets executed, wherever it finds the first value matched, then it should come out from that switch statement. For that you will have to write break. So if you write break, or that is also not needed, then it will come out. It will execute this block, it will execute this line. After that it will see the break statement, and hence it will come out from switch statement. So if you want, you can write in every block. Now let's run this. See, now it is not coming and checking the second statement, since it came here and after executing this line it found that there is a break statement, so it has come out from the switch statement and control has come out to line number 27. Okay, now let's see few examples with string value. So here we have written integer value, so let's see few examples with string value. So here you can see I have defined a variable hello, and let's remove this as of now, and under that similarly we have written the variable name. If you do not want to write variable name, you can simply write the value also. That will also work. That is also accepted with switch statement. Okay, so you do not want to use the variable, you can directly write the value. That also will work, and there should not be any issue. So by default PowerShell is not case sensitive, so these two blocks should get executed. Let's run this and see the output. Right, this value matches with these two values. Okay, hence these two blocks are getting executed. Okay, if you want to make it case sensitive, if you want to make switch statement case sensitive, then you can use -case sensitive parameter with switch statement. Let's run this. Now only one block should be executed, because this block will not get executed because this value will not match, as switch statement has become case sensitive now. If you want to use wildcard, or if you want to search switch statement is wildcard, you can use wildcard parameter. Now it will match with this, and also this, because it will we have given wildcard. Okay, so it will work with wildcard also. Let's run and see the output. Okay, so this is all about switch statement. Okay, let's move to for each. So before moving to the for each, we will see the syntax of for each loop. Okay, so this is a very important loop, and the syntax is quite simple. So first you have to define a variable which will have more than one values. Okay, so if any variable which has more than one values, then that will become as array. Okay, that variable will become an array. So that variable you have to write. So the syntax is very simple. For each is a keyword. After that you have to use parenthesis. Under parenthesis you can write any variable, like let's say $I, $X, $A, $B, $C, anything you can write here. After that you have to write in. Okay, and then you have to write the array name. Okay, the array name which we have, or array which you have defined here. After that you have to use curly braces, and inside curly braces you can write your own code. So what is the logic of this for each block is, so let's say you have stored 10 items in this variable, then for each block will get executed 10 times. Okay, and every time one value from this array will be stored in this, and then then the block will executed. Okay, let's see this with some examples. So what I'm doing here is I have stored 10 values, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and 7 8 9 and 10. So I don't want to write each values with comma separation. I have just used two dots so that it will contain all values 1 to 10, and I have stored into a variable xyz. Now I have used for each block, and here you can see I have just written $I, and then in keyword, after in I have just written the array which I have just created over here. Now what it will do, so each value, so it will run 10 times since the number of values are 10 for in this variable, okay, or in this array. So it will, the for each block will get executed 10 times, and every time one value will be stored here in this variable and the block will executed. Let's run and see the output. Syntax and for each block logic is quite simple. You can find out. See, so one value is stored here, then again second value, then third, and so on. Okay. So this is about for each. Now we'll see few real-time examples. So let's say you have to find out all the processes which are consuming more than 100 MB. So how you can do it? You can use simple commandlet get process, and the output of get process will be you have stored into a variable. Let's say processes or xyz, anything you can define here. There is no constant here. Okay. So you can I have created a variable processes, and then I used for each block. Under that I have written the condition that value should be greater than 100 MB. Okay, let's run this and see the output. So it will give you the list of all processes which are consuming more than 100 MB. Now let's see some more examples. So here I want to know all the services which starts with BIT. The name of the services should start with BIT, and the name of the service which ends with DHCP. Okay, so let's run this. You can see BITS DHCP and VMnet DHCP is present. So these three services are coming as output. Now let's see a few more examples. So here I want to know all the files or folder names inside ctemp folder. Okay, so I have written this statement and stored into a variable, and now I have used for each loop. Okay, let's run this and see the output. Okay, so this is all about for each loop. So today we have learned about if else statement, switch statement, and for each loop. So that's all for today. Thanks for watching, and we'll come up with some more important topics in our next session. Thank you.